the aura, it's the confidence. The $600 jeans they got from Revolve or the $400 top. Read the reviews, read the reviews, read the reviews. Big, bold, loud, and in your face, but in a good way. Which I'm not quite here yet. Hi babes, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika if you are new here, girl, and if you're joining us for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified every time I post, and make sure you leave a comment down below. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to find your personal style. So I've done 1 or 2 styling videos so far on my channel, and in the last video I talked about how to dress as a grown woman, or dress your age if you will, and in that video one of the first things that I touched on was finding your style, but I didn't really tell you how to find your style or how to go about this process. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. I'm going to be sharing how you can find your style. I'm going to be breaking down each of the different style types, and then we're going to be talking about how to explore each one. So if you want to hear how you can find your style, girl, then just keep on watching. So first off, we're going to talk about the many different types of style that you can achieve as a woman. Now, I'm not going to go through every single one, but I'm going to go through the ones that I feel are the most popular and probably the easier ones to get into. So let's just get right into it, girl. Let's not waste no time. The first style type that we're going to be touching on is the romantic style type. So when you think of the romantic style type, you want to think of delicate and feminine colors and fabrics. You think of clothes that aren't too loose, but that aren't too tight, and they're very well cut and very demure presenting. The accessories aren't too much, they're very basic, very classic. The next style type is one of my favorite, and that is the chic style type. And when you think of chic, you think classic, neutral tones. You think of clothes that aren't too loose, but that are form-fitting to your body and to your shape. The next style type are the casual girls. And with casual, you think of clothes that are very comfy and comfortable. Your loose-fitting clothing and your simple, easygoing outfits. Nothing too crazy. You want to think comfortable, but not super baggy clothing for the casual style type. The next style type is another one of my favorites, and it is the glam style type. You want to think of colors that can range from just your basic colors and your neutrals to trending colors and trending patterns at the time. And then for your accessories in the glam category, girl, your accessories are your statement pieces. This is where your bag, your earrings, your necklaces, your rings are really bold and loud, and they really help make the outfit pop. Extreme proportions can also be a thing within the glam category. So think of an oversized sweater with some leggings, or think of some really baggy boyfriend jeans with a really tight form-fitting top. The next style type is minimalist, how I like to live my life and how I like my home to be. And I kind of feel like I fall into this category as well. So with the minimalist style type, you're using fewer pieces to create an outfit. It doesn't mean you don't have a lot of clothes. That just means it doesn't require as many pieces for you to create an outfit that you like. So you want to think jumpsuits, rompers, and dresses. The colors for the minimalist style type are typically classic and neutral, and the clothes may fit a little bit more loosely. The next style type, girl, which I'm not quite here yet, is the editorial style type, okay? So for the editorial style type, baby, you want to think big, bold, loud, and in your face, but in a good way. So this is for the girls who are not afraid to push the envelope. This is for the girls who are confident in what they put on, and baby, they are wearing the clothes are not wearing them. Women who lean into the editorial style type are very confident. They are willing to push the envelope. They're not afraid to put unconventional pieces together. The next style type is androgynous. I hope I'm saying that right. I think I am. And that's basically where you're wearing men-inspired clothing. So think of button-ups, loafers, blazers, trousers, things of that nature. So it's basically taking the men's clothing but adding a touch of sophistication to it and femininity to it as well. So you can think of pairing a pair of trousers with some stiletto heels, or pairing a pink blazer with some trousers. The clothes in the androgynous style type are typically a looser fitting, but they're always paired with something to make them more feminine, like whether that be the colors, maybe pink or yellow or something bright and girly and feminine, or like I was stating, some stiletto heels or a purse or something to not make it look too masculine. You kind of always want to pair it with something to kind of give it that femininity. The next style category is edgy, and with edgy you want to think of leather jackets, ripped jeans, Doc Martin boots, you know, that really punk rock type of vibe, the concert t-shirts or the band t-shirts, things of that nature. So you really want to think of black, metals, maybe even a little bit of army fatigue. Animal print is pretty popular for the edgy style type as well. The edgy style type also tends to have big and bold accessories, so you could think of metal chains or large earrings, large statement pieces, lots of rings, and then the clothes can be form-fitting or they can be looser fitting. It really depends on the person. The last style type is preppy, and when you think of preppy, you really want to think of classic American. So the colors can be classic or they can be bright, of classic patterns such as stripes and polka dots. Think button-up shirts, riding boots, and blazers. Think of the brand Ralph Lauren. Like, I think Ralph Lauren is a really great example of what the preppy style type exudes. Now that we've gone through all of the different types of styles, let's talk about how you can actually find yours and what that process should probably look like. For me, myself, when I decided that I wanted to elevate my look and change how I was dressing, the first thing that I did was find inspiration. And what did I do? I looked to the people who I was inspired by. So some of my favorites are Aaliyah's Face, Lori Harvey, Tierra Walker. One of my new favorites is Tanika B. I also love Des Dior style. She dresses really cute. I am Desi, and of course my good sis here on YouTube, Lindsay P. All of those ladies have such beautiful and different styles of fashion, and I look to them for inspiration in many different ways. So what I would say is to follow some of your faves and look at how they dress, look at where they shop, look at what they wear and how they're putting their pieces together, and kind of take a little bit from each person and create your own style type, create your own way of dressing. You don't want to steal anybody else's full outfit, but it's okay to, you know, pull inspiration from them and then take it and make it your own. And so the next step that I would suggest is to try different brands. Now, we know the Fashion Novas and the Sheins and the Pretty Little Thing, and we love those brands for what they can offer us. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with those brands, especially if they are in your budget. But what I would say is that if you're having to shop on those sites, don't go for the trending pieces. Don't go for the new releases and the latest collections. Go for the items that truly speak to you and that truly speak to the style that you're trying to embody. And then also, sister, read the reviews. Read the reviews, read the reviews, read the reviews. I cannot stress that enough. When I shop on those sites, because I still do shop on Shein, Pretty Little Thing, and Fashion Nova, but when I shop those sites, baby, I read those reviews with a fine tooth comb, okay? Because I need to make sure that if I'm going to buy something from one of these sites, unless I'm going into it with the mindset of, okay, I'm going to wear this one time and that's it, I'm going to make sure that it's something that everybody is pretty much in agreement with, that what I'm purchasing is of good quality and they enjoy it and like what they've received. So definitely read the reviews and definitely try to look into the items that you can get multiple wears out of and that could potentially be styled in many different ways. When you only shop the trendy pieces or the new releases or the new collections on those websites, you tend to kind of pigeonhole yourself because sometimes the pieces are so unique and so different that they only go with whatever it is you purchased it with. So definitely try to, when you're shopping on them sites, definitely try to buy pieces that can be versatile and could be worn many different ways with many different outfits. Don't try to just get what's trending and what's popping and what you see everybody else wearing, because 9 times out of 10 those pieces are not going to last you. They're not going to go the distance and you're only going to get 1 or 2 wears out of them. So we don't want you to break the bank. Obviously, we don't want you going broke to look good. So those websites are okay if that's all that you can afford and that's kind of where you're at. But if you are willing to spend a little bit more and invest a little bit more in your wardrobe, there are plenty of sites that you can shop, sister, that goes beyond those. If you are looking to upgrade your wardrobe and you can spend a little bit more money, I would look into sourcing websites that make original designs, such as Naked Wardrobe, JLux Label, BBX brand. They make some of the most stunning dresses I've ever seen, girl. Just gorgeous dresses. If you're looking for like a statement dress, baby, BBX brand. They make some gorgeous dresses. And then me personally, I've been in this phase of wanting to explore boutiques in Australia and Europe. Like, I'm tired of the American fashion brands, and there's nothing wrong with them, no shade to them. I'm an American, so it is what it is. But I feel like those Europe girls and those Australian girls, they be having going on when I be watching my shows like Love Island and stuff. Like, the outfits be eating. So I would highly suggest that you check out some European brands or some Australian brands. Some of my personal favorites are Mercy, Jaded London. I believe BBX brand is a European or Australian brand, so them as well. Mars the Label is another really good one. Menier Zouvoir is one of my favorites. I absolutely love their designs. So definitely try to explore other brands, other companies, because I feel like overseas and other places, they kind of be ahead of us a lot of times when it comes to the fashion and stuff. And then the shipping isn't as bad as you would think either. It's pretty much the same as the American brands, if we're being for real, like a week. So it's definitely worth it. And then the prices aren't super crazy, in my opinion. Like, they're worth it. They're more pricey than Shein and Fashion Nova and stuff, but it's worth it because the quality is always top notch, always top tier. I haven't ordered anything from overseas yet where I felt like it was not up to the standard of American clothing or better. So definitely check out those European and Australian brands. Another gem that I've been exploring lately is Revolve. Now, Revolve is like a Macy's or a Neiman's, if you will. It's just a place that has lots of different designers, lots of different brands. I actually have $600 worth of stuff in my cart from Revolve, and I'm just waiting on a reason to treat myself to pull the trigger and place my order. But what I love about Revolve is that if you are somebody who isn't looking to break the bank but you want quality clothing, I feel like Revolve is one of those places, because although I feel when people talk about Revolve, they only tell you about the $600 jeans they got from Revolve or the $400 top. But the reality is Revolve has Steve Madden. Like, Revolve has affordable brands on there. You just have to be willing to go through and find what it is you're looking for. So definitely check out Revolve. I feel like compared to Macy's and compared to Neiman's and Saks and compared to all the other department stores, Revolve is my favorite so far, because I feel like their pieces are hip, they're trendy, they're funky, they're fresh. You can find some of everything on Revolve, whereas Macy's and the other department stores, there isn't much variety. It isn't really hip, you know, it isn't really new and fresh and like, oh, you don't get excited when you go in there for real. I only shop those places when I'm getting like a gift or something like that. So definitely check out Revolve. I think they are a gem, and please do not think that they are out of your price range, because I have some stuff in my cart, girl, literally $100. Like, it's not that expensive for real, for real. So the next thing that I want to talk about is, now that you have the style types that you want to exude, now that you have your inspiration mood board set up, now that you know where you're going to shop, the next thing that you need to do is master one area and then expand from that. So for me, out of the style types that we talked about earlier, the areas where I feel like I'm most comfortable are chic, a little bit of preppy, a little bit of romance, glam. I do a little glam here and there. And then I'm really good at casual, because casual is like my everyday aesthetic, you know? And so what I would say is, once you have the styles that you want to exude, or the one style, master that area. Like, when it's time to get glam, I don't have no issues getting glam. When it's time to be chic, I have no issues doing that. When it's time to be casual, I can do that. When it's time to, I can do preppy. Like, I can do these things. What I can't do as easily is editorial or androgynous. Like, those are the areas where I struggle or I'm not as comfortable. So I really want to focus on mastering where I am, and then as I master that, I can step out of my comfort zone a little bit and try other avenues and different things. For example, my boyfriend is really into like the sneakers, and he's one of those type of guys, and he really wants me to wear sneakers and create that aesthetic and that vibe, but that's just not where I'm comfortable. You know, that's not what makes me happy and what makes me feel good and look my best. And so I'm slowly trying to get into the area in the space of trying something that's outside of my comfort zone and finding a way to wear the sneakers, but wear them in a way that I'm happy with and that I'm comfortable with and that I feel like I look good in, if that makes sense. So master the areas that you feel the most comfortable and the ones that come natural to you, if you will. And then over time, you can start to branch out if you don't want to be the type of person who just has that one style type. Someone who I feel like is really good at switching up their style in the way that I would love to get to that point one day is Tiana Taylor. She could go androgynous, she could go editorial, she could go chic, she could do preppy, she could do whatever, and it's going to look good. Like, she knows what she's doing, she's confident in what she's doing, and she's not scared to push the envelope. But it takes time to get there. A lot of us, me included, we're not born with that like fashion bone in our body. You know, some girls, what's to say, maybe it's Maybelline, like maybe she's born with it. You know, I wasn't born with it. I gotta cultivate it as I go, baby. So take your time, master the areas that you're comfortable in, and then over time you can branch out if that's something that you're interested in doing. And the last thing that I would say is to have fun. Putting together an outfit and putting clothes together is something that should be fun and exciting. You should feel good about it. Like, don't be too stressed. Don't be too overwhelmed, because what I found is that when you think you look good, when you feel like you look good, it's not even about what you got on. It's the aura. It's the confidence. It's the vibe that you're giving off that makes the outfit really pop. You can have on the best fit in the world, but if your vibe isn't good, if you don't feel comfortable and confident, if you don't feel like you're that girl, it's going to show in the outfit. So definitely have fun with it. Be comfortable. Be yourself. Don't try to be nobody else. Do what make you happy. Do what make you comfortable. You can look to your inspiration girlies and be like, nah, she look cute, but I would have did this. And so do that. Do what makes you happy. Do what you think looks good on you for your body type and your comfortability, girl. And that is how you find your style. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a comment down below, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye-bye.